Okay, this is my 1985 Honda 250SX. Thinking about selling it, I'm not sure right now. I like it a lot. It runs great. I replaced the brakes work great. Gears, reverse, everything works great. It does have a few things right now. Starter went out, that's a $40 part. Battery's probably old, but it's no big deal. The lights work. All electrical works on it. I just need a probably new battery and starter. Well, I know I need a new starter. One thing I did is reinforce the rear grab bar, because if you ever do wheelies or something even on accident, it kind of cracked the frame. So, but it's reinforced now. This is there to keep you from flopping on your back if you do a wheelie by accident or whatever. Another thing that's rough about it is the rear plastics. You can still buy these plastics new though, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make metal straps for it, reinforce it, and then mud flaps. It's got 1-inch wheel spacers on each side. The gas tank developed this very small, really slow drip leak. I think it's patchable. It's right where it hugs the frame, so it there's a seam there. I replaced the handlebars because they were bent when I got it. What I like about this is it'll keep up with a modern 250 four-wheeler, but what I don't like right now is these tires. They look like they got a lot of tread and everything, but the tread design's poor. They really do suck in mud and snow. Unfortunately, the biggest tire you can get for this rim size is 22-inch. If you want to go to a 25-inch tire, which I got on my other three-wheeler, you have to switch rim sizes. But you can still get a really good tread up to 22-inch. As it's set up right now, it will drift like a four-wheeler. Unfortunately, a four-wheeler can outdrift you around a corner, but it doesn't roll. There's basically no way to roll it. You'll spin out like Mario Kart. The only way you can ever roll this thing is if you're drifting it hard and if you catch a rut on the side of your tire. But I mean, that'll roll a four-wheeler. So the suspension is good. The ride is rough because it's got 20-inch tires in the back. My other three-wheeler has no rear suspension with 25-inch tires, and it rides better in this one, even though this has rear suspension because of the big tires on it. Like I said, these tires suck in the mud. My 200 will run circles around this in the mud, probably 10 times over. But pretty much this three-wheeler, all it needs basically make this thing come alive is a good set of tires. They do make aftermarket gas tanks plastic for $100, I think. And the only other problem it really has is carburetor needs a new idle adjustment screw. This one's bent. But you don't even have to take carburetor off to change that. To get it to idle like it is now, you just gotta pump up the choke, which is right here. It'll idle fine if you keep the choke off, but it'll die after about 10 to 20 seconds. Just gotta turn the choke up a hair to keep it idling. And then when you run, just turn the choke off. Or you can just leave it the way it is. It doesn't seem to affect anything. The choke is, I don't think it's actually a plate-driven choke. It's a fuel choke. It gives it more fuel. It's been a while since I had the carburetor off, so I can't remember. But, yeah, it's a nice three-wheeler. Runs good. Goes through the gears good. And and it stops really good too. This one doesn't like water so much for some reason. If you go through water, the starter and the lights won't work. But I'm sure with a little waterproofing, that could be fixed. But I'm gonna take a little clip going through the gears and stuff. You'll see how it rides. First gear is a low gear, and then another thing that I really don't like is reverse is a really low gear, so if you get stuck it's kind of hard to get out because it don't spin very fast. Top speed's probably like 42, 43 miles an hour. Alright, I'm gonna take a video of riding. Also got a new front fender. Okay, this has a kickstart. Also, it's a little bit harder to kickstart. It likes, when you kickstart it, don't give it any gas. It'll start better, and then let it idle for about 30 seconds before you give it any gas. But with the starter, it starts up real easy, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get that starter before I sell it, because it's only 40 bucks. Alright, I'm going to go through gears, stuff like that. It's a little bit loud, got exhaust. Nothing major. How good the brakes work. They'll stop you real fast. As you can see, you do wheelies by accident. I've let people ride this. Just going from first to second gear on dry ground sometimes. They're not used to it. They give it too much gas, they'll pop it up.
30-year-old machines can be rode so hard.
And still have fleet compression.